Hi, everyone, and welcome to this episode. I'm talking about the inner child in the solar plexus chakra. And the inner child is a beautiful, darling thing. Like anything, though, it can show us things that we may not want to see, and it can show us things that we want to see. Now, looking at the solar plexus chakra in relation to personal, it is our self-esteem. How is the inner child showing you to have self-esteem? Because sometimes in business, we can lose that. That self-esteem can help us with our confidence and our courage. You might want to do videos like this. You might want to start a podcast. This is where the inner child can come and show. Maybe there's even beliefs that are actually happening that are coming up around doing a video or putting yourself out there, or even around self-esteem. What beliefs have you got? What is your inner child saying? And it's also about ego in this chakra. Now, ego is not a bad thing like people make it out to be. Of course, it can go to the extreme, where you've got so much ego that you don't see what you're doing to other people, etc. That can happen. We need ego, though. It is an aspect of us. For me, I love it when I get some ego come in because I get confidence, I get clarity, I get the self-esteem. I love it. I tune into the ego. And I also tune into the inner child to see and make sure that I'm looking at my ego to make sure it's not going to an extreme. This is also where your personal power is. Think back to when you're a child. What power did you have as a child? Did you have any? Did you feel like it was taken away? What is happening in your personal life now in regards to personal power? And personal power is whatever it means for you. So create your own definition. And in this chakra, it's sense of self. Think back to when you were a child. What sense of self did you have? What sense of self do you actually need to bring in? How can your inner child help you? And it's also about confidence and self-worth in this beautiful chakra. What does confidence and self-worth mean for you? Have a think about it. What does it actually mean? Because the inner child is showing up to let you know about these things. Work with the inner child. Now, it's also about self-belief. How much belief do you have in you personally? And that is whatever it means, because we're talking about business in a sec. This is personal. What belief do you have in yourself? Do you have family or friends that try and drag you down? Do you have the self-belief and the confidence to stand up and go, this is not right. I'm not agreeing to this. And it's also about our identity here. Identity is also hips as well. So think where the solar plexus chakra is. It's basically where the hips are. Hips is identity. What identity do you have? Do you have an identity before saying, I'm Darlene or whatever your name is? That is my identity first and foremost. I'm Darlene. Now, I spent over 30 years in the healthcare field. I lost that. I lost the I'm Darlene. Yes, I'm other things. I'm an intuitive business coach. I'm a tarot reader. I'm an oracle card reader. I'm a crystal healer, sound healer, everything else. There's lots of identities. My first identity is I'm Darlene. So what is your identity? And have you lost your identity? Has the other identities taken over so much that you've lost who you are? And how can the inner child help you? Because in here is about choices. You have a choice. And I'm going to get firm here. You're an adult. You need to make the choices. It is up to you Nobody else can make the choices. Nobody else can make the decisions for you. You need to make them. And I see this in business a lot, where people give away their personal power to other coaches and go, you can make all the decisions. You can help me decide. You are the one that is responsible for your business. You are responsible for your life. Stop giving away your personal power to others. Make your own choices. Make your own decisions. And in the business, it is about claiming your expertise. You are you're an expert in the area of your business. Whatever it is that you do, you're the expert. How can the inner child help you claim that? To stand up and be confident. And in here, we're talking about tribe. That is your people, the people that work in your business, your clients, your coaches. They are your tribe. How are you attracting the right tribe? Think back to when you were a child. How did you attract friends and that back then? How can you bring some of that forward to help you attract the right people for you? And it's about community. Community is different to your tribe. Tribe is your immediate thing. Community is more of the broader one. So what is your community like? Again, think back to a child. What was the community like when you were growing up? Is there aspects of that that you want to bring through? And in here, it's about, again, boundaries. Boundaries is in this chakra as well. What boundaries do you need to have in your business? Does your inner child come up and play too much in the business? Do you need to have a boundary and say you cannot work in the business? Because a child should never work in a business. So your inner child shouldn't work in a business. That's been this beautiful episode where we've talked about the inner child in the solar plexus chakra.